Hello everyone, this is Rayspace and welcome back to Aspera, where I am an AI that is trying to set up bases for people on Mars and making use of local resources like carbon and stuff like that. And I was about to be attacked by enemy drones. We don't exactly know who the enemy is or why we're getting attacked or anything like that. I thought my AI character thought that it was the only one active on Mars. At this point, we have done some terraforming thanks to some space launches that I conducted somehow. It's been about 3 months since I played the game, and the reason why there's been that gap is the normal reason why I end up having stopped a game for a while, and that's because I went on a trip. I went on a trip to London, and when I came back, I went on with Kerbal things as usual, picking up where I left off there. But I didn't pick up all the other threads along the way. In fact, I just realized that I didn't pick up even one of the Kerbal threads. I had been doing RP2000, my career mode in Kerbal Space Program, and I had stopped because I was going on a trip. And I haven't continued that, so I need to pick that up too. Hopefully people are still interested in that sort of thing. But for now, let's find out what happens with these drones. I was not properly prepared for the drones, I don't think. I tried to hastily do things. We've got a chemical plant there. There's an aluminum mine there. But what we need is... Here's an assault drone factory in progress. But I made that hastily, and I don't know if it's ready to go. And there's a worker hub there. I don't know if that's got the range to defend against the attack or whether it's ready to do it. And, well, we have an iron mine there. Got stuff over here as well. But I'm in a let's see what happens kind of thing. I don't have... I mean, I was just sort of placing things. Here's a drone hive. That's another thing. There's a factory and then a hive. That says in progress. Probably I ought to put another hive somehow. So... Power colonies military. Drone hive. Mount 3. Well, that'll take... I mean, probably it's got a range here. So we want it to be able to defend... stuff. I think that this is a hive? Oh, this is the hive that we were building. Okay, so I was starting to build a hive there for protection, but it's not built yet, and who knows. But these drones seem to be going the other way. Did they already attack? I'm confused. Oh no, now they're coming around again. They're confused. It's alright, you don't have to attack. They're still waiting for all the materials, so that's no good. Uh-oh. Commander Valentine.
Amy, help! Something's attacking the colonies. Hurry!
An attack? By whom?
Okay,
I don't
defend. How do we get these 100 here to defend? Okay, fine, can you go after these? Where are some other drones? There's some drones here.
We must be facing sabotage. Between this and the system failures from before, that is the only explanation. I am executing an end-to-end analysis and will initiate maintenance.
Not now. I need assault drones dispatched immediately. Can you identify who's attacking us?
Negative. I cannot identify the enemy. But it appears their drones are coming from SA-1.
Roger.
Okay, how do
now
I
hurry
attack,
with those
though?
assault drones. We won't last long defending ourselves.
Looks like we don't need the hive directly in the place. No, you go there. No. No. Bad drones. You go here. Save our fission plant. Okay, any other drones somewhere? Okay, I think everybody's done. Can we just tell them to go home? Oh, fine.
I have yet to understand what happened here. Were we attacked by a hostile force? On
Well, it
Mars?
was a hostile force. Yeah.
That has to be the case. The damage is real.
What, are you
ISA
saying we're
issued
hallucinating
strict orders
this?
to activate the assault drones in the event of any risk to the colonies.
Okay, so we're done, right? There's no more bad guys, right? Can we get out of this mode? Okay, I guess that's how we get out of that mode. Combat mode. Well, that suggests that we're going to need to do more of that. I don't know what kind of damage they did, or whether we're repairing it or not. Traffic, power, maintenance, scanner, and weather stuff. We zoom out, and then we see our space mirror array that's doing the terraforming. There's an additional landing site. Methane asteroid aerobraking. We could grab a methane asteroid to release greenhouse gases. Well, that will show them if we do that, right? Well, we don't have a spare... spaceport. Okay, what are our spaceports actually tasked to do right now? Colonist migration. I mean, obviously that's the important thing. They're both on colonist migration. We should keep our spaceports close to the center. Oh, Dr. Foster.
Amy, this is Nathan. We've detected there's been another massive system failure in the colonies. Please report.
Affirmative, Dr. Foster. Many buildings suffered severe damage from the attack.
We
The
gotta try
attack.
and put
the
one here.
colonist suffered a second sabotage.
Okay, so we'll have a third spaceport. No.
I have yet to confirm that it was an intentional sabotage. However, I do not have a better explanation of what happened.
Roger, walk me through the timeline of what happened.
My system detected a swarm of aggressive drones coming
Yeah,
from
that's not
sector
sabotage, just an
SA1.
attack.
Amy, how did you know they were aggressive?
The drones were trying to attack the colonies. So they were, without a doubt, aggressive.
Yes, indeed.
I see. Then would you say that your logic told you so?
That would be a way to explain it. Yes.
Whose logic wouldn't tell them
Here's
so?
the problem. We've been studying the reports from every angle. Our preliminary analysis suggests that there weren't any enemy drones on the planet, much less an aggressive
Oh
force.
no,
I see. But the evidence is
I'm
still
insane.
preliminary at best.
this is a problem.
I still believe there is some hostile force coming from SA1, and the colonists are at risk.
That's one possibility.
Determining the truth is the highest priority. I am requesting authorization to launch an additional satellite to examine Sector SA1 thoroughly.
I have my doubts, but I will give you permission. ISA is investigating the incident very carefully. Until we understand what happened, you may not engage in any armed conflict.
Then should I deactivate the security and defense protocol?
No, you can't do that either. The colonists' safety is top priority. Just keep your assault drones on standby until we resolve this, okay? Houston out.
Okay, where's SA1? SA1's up there. Okay. Well, we don't have the spaceport built yet. I need to untask maybe one of the spaceports. That's almost... I mean, they're always going to be almost ready to go. These are in transit to Earth. I'm not going to stop them from bringing colonists. I need the little bots to bring stuff a little bit faster. Time for more bots. This game is worth it just for the relief map. I mean, Normally, when I think of bringing in landers, I try to go for Valles Marineris because it's very deep, and I'm talking about in Kerbal Space Program, and so it's easier to slow down. The deeper something is, the easier it is to slow down because the atmosphere is thicker down there. But, you know, when you take a look at this relief map, that's pretty low, but then it's really tight too. Here, this is the same height in theory, assuming this relief map is correct. So, and there's an old Russian station there. So, it'd be nicer to aim here in Utopia Planitia. In fact, in my future history timeline, the main city on Mars is built there. That is Utopia 1. So, that is where we build that city. And maybe I should just aim there. The one downside is that that's at a pretty high latitude compared to here, which is mostly equatorial. The one thing you don't want to do is try to land on, you know, Mount Olympus or something like that. So yes, while doing this, I'm thinking about that sort of thing. You're not super short of anything. We even have some stockpile of uranium down there. Uh-oh, reflection.
Logic. Why did Dr. Foster say it like that?
Yeah,
Is
why
he
did
doubting my logic after what happened?
He was very much doubting it. He was like, what is that? What's that? What's skirting around there? Is that a satellite? What is that? No, it's not visible from out. Oh. Oh, that was the colonists arriving. Okay. Alright. That's safe then. Alright. Thought I was losing it right there. We could probably do with some more power, it looks like. I mean, we've still got surplus, but... I did just add a spaceport. Uh-oh. Our power is getting negative now. Guess not much sun at this time. So maybe an extra nuclear power plant? But I want to have the spaceport built first. We do have some stored energy.
I followed the facts to their natural conclusion. How could there be anything faulty in that reasoning?
I know. Okay, it's being constructed finally. Alright, so now let's get it on a project. Yes. Assign. Oh, we need chemicals, electronics, parts, and aluminum. Okay. Well, we don't need uranium, so we can certainly build another nuclear power plant. Nice drilling. Fission plant, fission plant. Well, I prefer to put my fission plants all away from other things, so... They just get their uranium and then do their thing. We've already got all the chemicals there. We've got a fair stockpile of aluminum, but it takes a while for the aluminum to get to where it needs to go. Well, it's interesting, we've got a capacity of 1,650, but only 950 population. How's the tech going? Oh, we are researching this. That's a spaceport limit. Well, we aren't using that much. Colonist limit 15,000. Right now, in theory, our colonist limit is way above what we've got. Oh, well now it's gone up by 100. just after I complained about it. Maybe it's okay, but still, I don't feel like we're getting as much as we ought to.
Am I capable of reaching an irrational conclusion?
Only if there's erroneous input.
In the event of an erroneous input, an irrational conclusion could be reached.
We were attacked,
But
though.
that would not be any fault of my logic. Only the input sources. That would explain where Dr. Foster needs to debug.
This is hopeful thinking. I haven't really felt a need to extend to more resources, but that's probably because I'm not keeping track. It seems like we're weak on iron. I've got an iron deficiency, so maybe I should work on that. It seems like these aren't getting enough drones to build them. Imminent impact there. Okay, so we have increased our spaceport limit. But what can I do to increase people to actually come when my apparent colonist limit is much higher? Aquadome? Genetically altered bacteria into the oceans that can convert CO2 to O2. Oxygen release plant. Spawn cyanobacteria. Well, I like cyanobacteria in general. Collects water from bodies of water and distributes to farms, biodomes, and cities. Well, we probably ought to have a water treatment plant. Okay, well, let's try a water treatment plant. Maybe they'll like the water better or something. There's iron here. It's a little bit far out, but it's closer than other opportunities. I don't know why I want an advanced polymer factory when it consumes more power and still just produces one polymer. It takes a lot more resources and there's just one polymer? I don't quite get it, so I'll just build a level 1 polymer thing. So we need some aluminum, steel, and electronics. So electronics, but nothing is really happening out here. Maybe just a storage place would be good. So far, no more crazy attacks or anything. Well, it seems like our satellite is going to get built soon, so we'll see what we see. Will we see enemies? Am I delusional? What's going on here? That's like enemy attacking music, but nobody's attacking. Structural integrity is pretty bad here. This one's down for the count. Rebuild. Any other destructed buildings? No, that's just a carbon mine. They look like that. They look like they're destroyed, but they're not. Just too little iron, but then we were trying to get some iron and it's not working. I don't see any bots coming over here. Well, let me try and put another worker hub. Water, water everywhere. Okay, hold on a sec. I was gonna get a worker factory. Water supply. Now we've got required water and produced water. Great. I probably didn't want to do that in terms of having that to deal with as well. Introduce genetically altered lichen that can convert... Oh, that's good. Let's try that. I like lichen. Even more than bacteria. Well, we're pending a launch for that satellite. It's taking a bit. Still just wondering about how this area is going to be constructed. If it's going to be constructed. At least this thing is getting some materials. Food production, maybe we should increase. Nice string plant, silicon mine. Oh, not too bad a neighborhood. Okay. Well, We sort of scanned SA1, and there's stuff there, that's for sure. Why didn't we have satellites all over the place? Clear the unauthorized base out of SA1. I fear that they're going to hate me for that. I want to talk to Dr. Foster before trying to do that. I don't know where this directive came from.
What needs the most protection? Human lives are irreplaceable.
I accidentally
must
clicked
ensure
that.
the
I didn't really
colonies are
look at that.
protected, first and foremost.
Yes, we'll protect, but let's not attack things.
I have located a hostile base in this area. They are armed and aggressive.
I don't know if they're aggressive
But I
right
have
now.
the mission to protect. What should I do?
Build defenses.
I need to proceed carefully. The mission cannot be put at risk. Building up defenses at the base is first priority.
Yeah. If we attack them, Dr. Foster might get pissed. I'm not too sure they exist right now. It seems like our previous discussion with Dr. Foster suggests that they don't actually exist, so let's not do anything too rash. Building this area up is a main priority. So far, no materials have reached this worker hub here. Well, we've got fastest roads. We'll need Hyperloop for anything more than that. That's a building limit, not a drone limit. There's the assault drone limit, but that's not for my workers. What can I do to increase my workers again? Uh-oh, hostile forces. Not again. Where? Where? Oh, they're coming. Maybe I should increase how many drones we can make. Put the pause on the Lycan and go for the assault drone limit. Because they're coming with like 200 now. Hold on. Rally first. I want all my drones to be in the same place first. Oh, they're like attacking... Oh, or maybe my drone hive is attacking them. I think my drone hive is attacking them, so that's pretty good. I'm glad drone hives do that. Do I even need the drones if the drone hives can do that? Hopefully this drone hive can attack too. Yeah. Soften them up. Okay, move in. We're on their tail. They're in the midst of 3 drone hives. We don't even need this other group coming in. Okay, you guys can go back to your hive. Oh, there's another 110 coming in somewhere. Oh, well it says... Oh no, it says... I don't know where that 110 is. Well, that's back over there. Well, if they're not coming over here, I'm not gonna bother with them. Okay, seems like we're good for now. I don't know, should I go? I mean, it seems like they want me to go attack them, but I'm worried about what the ramifications of that are gonna be, whether that's gonna make people think that I'm crazier or something. Meanwhile, base expansion is definitely not going well. And water treatment plant. Well, I guess we should do that. Does that have to be at a water source? Needs to be near water. Well, we don't have water. There's ice. But I guess we can only use that once the temperature is below... I mean, above 0. Right? Yeah, that ice does not count. So, we're a little bit premature on that. Okay, back to the... I mean, but maybe the Lycan won't work out unless we've got water. because it's part of that branch. Yeah, there seems to be a water requirement there. Cyanobacteria. There's a water drop, but it's not the same water icon that we see with Biodome. It says spawn cyanobacteria in nearby oceans. We don't have those though. So maybe that's all too early. Advanced landing site. Improved lander modules. I mean, maybe we should just disintegrate a comet and get water that way. It's a little bit sad. Or airbrake ice asteroid. Well, it's gotta be a long-term research since that's 10,000 RPs. Might as well get started. We had a different project we could have Spaceport 2 work on right now. Methane asteroid aerobraking. Might as well put those asteroids to work, right? Start a new base. Well, maybe we should do that though. It says we have 32 worker hubs though. Maybe if we build some more back here, it'll be better. The problem is I put the worker hubs too far over that ways, and so they never get built. Okay, now we have the limit of 34 workers. Let's just build a whole lot more of those worker hubs. They all tend to do stuff over here instead. Maybe I can prioritize this stuff. Well, I guess I can get iron from here. Deep vein. And I'll try and put a maintenance thing out here somewhere. But yeah, that's a flood zone there. But we'll get the water before it floods. Uh-oh. Imminent impact. This stuff is still under pending construction. Oh. No, rebuild. Like that got impacted. Oh, something finally got delivered over here. Its first ever steel delivery. I think I just needed more workers. More worker hubs. Oh, now they've got extra hundreds here. Looks like they've got 300 drones. Oh, we've got 300 right here too. Food still seems... We've got potential production 30.8 per month, but current production only 4.5 with 9 factories. Got a large potential demand. Current demand is 7.5 and then production is 4.5. So maybe I need a food resource center. There's a storage center here, and it just has a whole bunch of stuff. Doesn't seem like these are at their limit or anything. New colonists arriving? Okay. I'll switch to customized mode. I want food. Hopefully we can get at least 100 food in there. Food needs ice and chemicals. You'd have both. But we could do with more ice. That's why we were trying to do stuff over here. Maybe stuff over here will get built finally. Chemicals over there. But that's quite a stretch. Oh, more worker hubs. Okay, finally I think there's some progress being made out here. That's a nice deep vein of ice. But we should probably build all this stuff out first and then try to get to that. There's a research outpost here. We probably should have a food factory close to it. Or at least relatively close. Well, they've got their little dinky base. I mean, I don't feel particularly threatened by them right now. Oh, uh-oh. Just as I said that, we zoomed into this for some reason. What's happened? Oh, +1 landing. Okay, okay, it's not a bad thing. We can have a new landing site, a new base. Well, where should we have that? We could threaten them a bit. There's a lot of aluminum over here, but that's just aluminum. Water's very important. I feel like supporting this stuff is good. And there's ice here. Well, it needs maintenance, so... Alright, maybe around there. Shoot. Landing site number 1. Don't know what the effect of that is. But we might as well put a colony there, right? Requires ice and food. Hopefully, we'll be building that. A lot of ice around here. Would be good to have some chemicals close by. Chemicals are all the way down there. But maybe another areological scanner somewhere here would find some things. There's chemicals all the way there. We've lost some colonists. Pending departures 58. That's not good. Well, we've weathered some attacks. We are expanding. This is how it looks right now. Very stretched out. Very Valus Marineris-like, really. But am I doing the right thing? What's going on here? There's a lot we don't know. Should I be attacking the enemy? The apparent enemy? I'm not sure. Maybe people have thoughts about whether we should go on a preemptive strike. I mean, it's telling us to clear the unauthorized base out. But should I? It's given me some doubts about that. But I'll leave it here for now. Let me save. Alright. And we're working on error breaking an ice asteroid, but that's going to take a long time because of all the research points it requires. So anyway, I'll pause here for this time and say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do press like. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. And I'll see you next time.